After achieving the dream with the Agoras last season, could we get back-to-back European titles? With that success though, there was some big interest in our players. But Daga signed a new contract.
This is joke.
With Heredia Randen's long-term injury, we had to get a backup DM into the squad. So who better than Jordan Henderson?
Very well, you know what I mean, obviously we're going out there.
Some of the other ins were centre-backs Andreasen and Murillo, left-back Wolfe, and winger Jose, who introduced himself like this. But a few games later... Despite being European champions, we still have to go through qualifiers. Jiku... Wow, okay, so we've conceded. Nunes, into Cunha. Wow, we're 2-0 down. What is going on? Under, out to Mateus Nunes, he's gonna cut in and score. Yeah, wow. Oh my god. Thankfully, we were able to get it back to a single goal advantage going into the second leg. There, we dominated. An early missed chance was followed by this 6 minutes later. Plays it to Eklund. Eklund with a chip over the top to Gulsosiris. The man with goal in his name puts it away to make it all square on aggregate. Come on. Livakovic then did incredibly well to help his team stay level. Before we finally got the aggregate lead. Through to Gulsosiris, the man with goal in his name does it for us in the second leg as well. But is it offside? Please don't be offside. Yes, come on, the lad with goal in his name. Despite a Nempes injury, we humiliated French side Lille in the playoff, as the man with goal in his name continued his form. Svensby. With a great ball over the top to the man with goal in his name, and he loves Emiliano Martinez. Gulsosiris. What a start to the season he's had. Wolfe. Damas. With the cross to Gulsosiris. Let's go. We are 3 goals up. Drives forward, Svensby through to Gulsosiris. Oh my god, his start of the season needs to be studied, fam. Wow! With a 2-0 win to open the league season, we continued. 5 wins and 1 draw was the fact going into our home game against Olympiacos. They were firing to begin the season, as they're tied on points with us. That didn't stop us though. Okay, an offside goal. It still didn't stop us. Seriously? Our strikers apparently need a course in staying on side.
He is not anymore pose because we all know he's behind the ball.
Finally though, this happened. Into Damas. Yes! Come on! Off the post! Let's go! Gulsosiris finally scores again. Through to Damas. Damas across the box to Gulsosiris straight from kickoff. We score 2 minutes in a row. And to top it off, Damas got a 3rd assist. Andreasen with a brilliant ball over the top to Damas. Damas crosses it for Nempes to head in. Damas with a hat-trick of assists. Wow. A humiliation of PAOK. An incredible free kick goal.
I don't know what I'm doing! Ah! Shit!
A brace of assists and goals for Turek, a scrappy 1-0 win, and a late 2-0 win was the case for the next 5 games, as we came out on top in all 5. But then we only managed a 2-2 draw with Ofi. It still means first place though, with a 13-game unbeaten run. Our first ever Champions League campaign looked alright. A couple of winnable matches should make it possible to get top 24. But we didn't start in a way I hoped. Well, that's not entirely true, because we did take the lead against Frankfurt. On the stroke of halftime, however, Daga conceded a pen, which Asadi put away. Not comfortably though. There seemed to be a recurring theme this game, as we took the lead again and they equalized again. Martinelli must have been pissed here, by the way. Where is his defense? The recurring theme was broken at last though, as after 2 huge missed chances from us, Asadi, the smallest man on the pitch, somehow scored a header. Against Rangers, however, it didn't go to plan either. A 0-0 draw after a big chance missed for both sides. But against Napoli, it went south once again. The one chance we let them have, they scored from to get the win. Could we get our first ever UCL win against Spalletti's Marseille? Well, we certainly opened well. Brontaras with the ball, plays it to Čurek, back to Svensby, to Čurek again. Čurek! Yes, we take the lead 45 seconds in. Get in there, Čurek. Gomez for them. Crosses it to Colwell. Okay, they equalize 18 minutes in. No, Čurek, man. Oh, our goal scorer decides to be a dick. Okay, so from hero to zero. A new hero appeared though, as Martinelli pulled off 2 great saves to keep it level. But up stepped
Nicholas Jackson.
So another draw, as we go into a must-win game against the 2024-25 Europa League semi-finalists. The yellow lads got off to the best start, as they hit the bar and forced a good save out of Martinelli. But it turned out to be us that got the opener 15 minutes later. Nice ball to Daga, Daga through to Nikolic, you have to score Nikolic, yes! Come on! So against the run-up play, but I don't give a shit. And then we doubled it before the break. Late on, however, we actually doubled it, through the same Serbian man that got our first. And in spite of a rocket ship from Le Penant, we finally got our first ever win in the competition. Now can we follow suit against the Dutch champions of the last 3 years? Okay, but we get one back just a few minutes later. We could actually get something here. Murillo with the ball to Brontaras. Brontaras with a brilliant ball over the top to Damas. Damas just, yes! Damas equalizes it straight from kickoff to get his second and our second and get, yes, to equalize. So a third draw means we need a win from our final 2 games. Could that come away at the Bernabeu? So a win is required against Roma if we're to get through. We shocked the Italians with a 3-0 lead less than 25 minutes in. An out of this world performance from us, and with a lone goal from them, we got away with 3 points and a place in a knockout round. Aside from a bad injury to Nikolic, things were going great in the league as well. We kept our unbeaten streak going with easy wins over Asteras Tripolis, Atromitos and Kifisia, where Eklund got his first goal in 15 hours, before we visited Ajax in the 17th. After missing the target by half a mile, even Nempes couldn't miss this chance. But 3 minutes later, this happened. Bermejo whips it in to Marcandali. Oh my fuck's sakes, man. With just a few minutes to go though. No. Yes, Dijkstra. If that's on. Oh! What a goal! Let's go! A brace each for Nempes and Eklund meant a 5-1 win over Larissa, before we were once again away to a top side. This time Olympiacos, who got the first chance. Yaziki with a corner for Olympiacos, whips it in to Retsos, hits the post, get it away! A corner for us also meant a woodwork hit, but ours went in. And nothing else happened, which meant a 12-point gap down to exactly Olympiacos. Everything seemed so easy for the remainder of the regular campaign, as we didn't drop a single point. I also seem to explore some new career paths. He throws it into Nempes, he cuts inside, plays it to Murillo, to Vasilakos, off the bar and in to secure the win. Come on! Another piece of good news is that Captain Herediaran has returned from his ACL injury, and he got a goal in his first game back, as we knocked out Volos in the Greek Cup. A hat-trick from Nempes against PAOK in the quarters all but guaranteed us a place in the semis. And thanks to a defense opening pass from new signing Javier, we got it done in the second leg, before going to Vienna for the UCL draw. Oh shit, we're first up. Please, 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 please. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. PS fucking G, bro. Oh. With the first leg being at home, the plan was to keep it close. Oh, who am I kidding? They dominated. They're playing some good football. Jesus! No, Quaradonna. gets them the lead. A dumb move from Wolfe saw them get a pen. And the doubler. A few minutes later though, into Daga. Great passenger play through to Gulsosiris. The man with goal in his name plays it across the box to Churek, who taps it in. Come on, we're back in this game. But straight from kickoff, they got their third, which saw us needing a win by 2 or more goals away at the Parc des Princes.
We were pummeled by Paris.
Oh dear.
We were better at being bad.
I see.
Pow! Somebody pull him down. Chef's kiss. They subbed they fan onto the pitch. Smashed in Europe.
Boys, your time is at an end.
I couldn't have put it better!
Yeah, that was kind of expected, as we're officially out of the Champions League. Next up is the Greek Cup semis, where Aris awaits. With goals from Gulsosiris, Jordanov and Eklund, we got a nice 3-1 win away. Which was followed by this in the second leg.
I got 5! I got 5! I got 5 so lit! Yeah! Against
Aris.
It was on me! I got 5 so lit!
Returning to league action, Eklund continued his antics, resulting in an own goal. Damas then scored from what seemed like an impossible angle, before Nempis and eventually Churek made it 3 and 4 to make it a win. Next up is Olympiacos at home, where we can go up to a 21-point gap with a win. Olympiacos throws it to Govaya. Govaya cuts inside and he scores, not even 2 minutes in. What? Wow, that's a shock. He plays a great ball over the top to Govaya. Govaya inside the box to Yasiki. Wow, what's going on? Yasiki puts it away to make it 2-0. So our first loss of the season has come at last. But against Aris, it was a very similar story to how it went in a cup. Oh, what's a passing play! Eklund puts it away. Goes on a great run, plays it across the box to Eklund, who taps it in off the post. Goes on a nice run, but... Hey, Eklund! He gets his hat-trick! From their shit defense. To get his 4th against Aris! Aris must be as sick of this man as every Premier League defender is of Haaland. Despite a broken toe for Nempis, we beat Panathinaikos 2-0 as well to set up a potential title-winning game against PAOK. If we win, we're crowned champions with 5 games to go. We dominate from start to finish, with a man with goal in his name opening the ball, Daga getting one in the middle, and Javier putting the cherry on top to claim our first ever Greek Super League title. And it wasn't just any title. It was a record-breaking amount of points and wins, beating Olympiacos' points record from 1973. Now though, it's time for our second Greek Cup final in as many years. And of course it was Olympiacos on the other side. We got the worst possible start, with Andreasen and Martinelli getting in each other's way, which led to Yaziki getting the easiest goal of his life 11 minutes in. A good save from Soriano led to a corner, which eventually, and I say eventually because it took a long time, led to Daga equalizing it from Jordanov's pass through. Rediaran to Jordanov, Jordanov through to Daga! Yes! We equalize! 25 minutes in, get in! The rest of the half was a battle of the goalkeepers, as Soriano made some saves and Martinelli made some, until Hellan fouled their free transfer signing Kovacic from a free kick 10 minutes into the second, which Yaziki put away to get them the lead again. Martinelli then kept us in it with this save, before Amidou Diop did this. Amidou Diop picks up Soriano's clearance, goes on a brilliant run, Amidou Diop! No! Amidou! How are you missing that? Straight from that though, Soriano played a long ball which aforementioned Diop won, which in turn led to this. He drives forward, plays through Gulsosiris, the man with goal in his name puts it away to equalize it! Yes! Come on! Fucking get in! The first half of extra time saw no action, but as I prepared for pens and realized we were doomed with our poor takers, a highlight appeared. Back to Ruben Vezo, all the way back to their goalie Soriano actually. He smacks it up. Amidou Diop gets the ball. Easy now. To Hellan. Hellan to Daga. Daga to Javier. Javier with a great pass through to Gulsosiris. Our goal scorer, our savior, goes on a great run, plays it back to Javier. Javier cuts inside. Brontaras out to Damas. Damas to Daga! We take the lead in extra time. Come on! Get in! Fucking hell! Yes! We're Greek Cup champions! Get in! An incredible comeback to claim our first ever Greek Cup title and complete a double in Småen final season with the Agoras. Even though we couldn't get our hands on the Champions League, we got the next best thing. Well, the third best thing. And the fourth best Greek manager of all time would at least be remembered as a legend. What? Only favored personnel?